And if you want to see the rest of the plaques, we have them laying up here for a little bit. Now we have two little special things we're going to do, and I'm going to ask Kazue MacGregor to come up and speak to you for a moment.
I have to write my speech down. So here I go. I'm honored today, start over, sorry. I am honored to announce today the creation of the James B. Dolan Fund for Professional Development. It has been a long-held dream of MOLA to establish a permanent fund to assist librarians access enrichment opportunities that would not be available to them otherwise, be it attending conferences, seminars, workshops, or other similar endeavors. Jimmy passed away on January 27, 2006, at the age of 91. His career spans 60-plus years as head librarian for the Los Angeles Philharmonic, the NBC Opera, Arturo Toscanini and the NBC Symphony, and personal librarian to Richard Rodgers and to Arthur Fiedler. I can think of no better way to continue Jimmy's legacy than in the objectives embodied in the establishment of this fund. To seed this fund, the Edwin F. Kalmus Company has made a major contribution to MOLA in recognition of the special relationship that existed between James Dolan and Edwin Kalmus. Excuse me. The story began in the early 1950s when Jimmy bought half of the library of the NBC Symphony in Buffalo. That purchase began what eventually became a large personal collection of orchestral works. Eventually, Jimmy became friends with Mr. and Mrs. Kalmus and was there to provide assistance when the Kalmus Company first began operation. Mr. and Mrs. Kalmus's daughter married Larry Gallison, who ran the company for many years, and now today his son, Leon, successfully heads the company and is also with us in this room. Leon, can you please stand and be recognized? Hi. Oh, okay, sorry. Anyway, I know that he will be here tonight. I want to thank very much Kalmus's generous contribution in making possible the James B. Dolan Fund for Professional Development. In addition, the family of James Dolan has made a significant donation towards this fund. His son, Bob, who is also an orchestra librarian and a member of MOLA, could not be here today. I would like to also recognize the family gift as well as the gifts from several individual members. Setting aside my speech, I have to tell you that when Karen first informed me that this fund was going to be established, I was so grateful because I realized that I'm a product of his dedication and his absolute love for his job. And without his mentorship and my being able to work with him for 11 years before he retired, I wouldn't be here today. And to the last day, he was always so cheerful. And that's one thing that I feel that really embodies the librarian, because we're all here to serve. We're all here to create the greatest art. So therefore, that's what he embodied and hopefully passed on to me and my colleagues. So I felt it was really such an honor that Karen gave me the opportunity to make this announcement. So we hope to keep Jimmy's spirit alive through the continuous support from many in assisting future librarians develop their careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Kazue. She's much more eloquent than I could ever be. I do want to point out that, and I will say the past presidents, time and again, step up to the plate when we ask them for things. You see this meeting that goes on called President's Council, and sometimes we wonder, why are we having this meeting? But what you don't see happen is behind the scenes, an idea takes place, or a request is made, or support is asked for, or something, and when we asked the President's Council to be role models for the organization and give to this fund, they did. And 3 of our past presidents, along with the generous Kalmus donation and now the Dolan family's donation, have created this, what is virtually an endowment fund. So I thank them for that. And we also have one more fund. I remember talking to Clint the last time we ate that meal at that place. It has 15 courses or whatever it is. And he talks a lot about education, as you well know, and we believe that should be our main focus now. Our next steps forward, after sort of working on the infrastructure and getting us to a certain place, we believe that the next step forward is really a commitment to further education. And this is what he has always wanted. So we have also created another fund called the Clinton F. Newig Educational Fund. And I must say that the people that seeded this fund at the start were the past presidents. I encourage you all to join them in their generosity. And then we went to our dear friend Martha Ling and Educational Music Service because of their long friendship and history together. And they made a very generous donation to this endowment fund. So we are going to have some things that will grow now that we can offer some educational situations like the seminar on Friday and some other things that, of course, have become very costly. And so we thank them, and Don and Carla are here to represent educational music.